Hey, this is your girl Renika and you're watching the Nurse Life TV 242. And if you didn't know what the 242 stands for, that is the area code of the Bahamas. Yes. So speaking of area code, in this video, I'm going to be doing a little drive around tour of some apartments. And if that's what you came for, then stick around for the rest of the video. So this isn't going to be like one of your traditional apartment tour videos that you usually see on YouTube, because like I said, I'll be doing like a drive through, a little drive around, so you'll get to see bits and pieces of the road and of the streets. Most of these apartments are located in the Collins Avenue area. So if you know, or you may not know, Collins Avenue is very close to downtown, okay? Downtown is where we have both our hospitals, Doctor's Hospital and the Princess Margaret Hospital. And so the good thing about these apartments is that they're all in walking distance of either hospital you choose to work to or to apply to. The first one that you're gonna see is this large green apartment building. And as you can see, it has multiple units equipped with AC. And I got a chance to speak to someone that used to live there, and she said that her 2-bedroom apartment was fully furnished and it was only for the price of about $750 a month. Okay, so if you're coming to the Bahamas, your best bet is to get an apartment. There is hardly any places that you're going to find to live for a month. Airbnbs, hotels for a month, I don't think you want to pay that pretty coin just spending it on accommodations. And so an apartment that you can just pay for the month, I think is better. Like I said, a lot of our apartments start from about $600 and up. I'm not sure if all of them are fully furnished, but that was her particular unit. And as you can see, the apartment also has a wide space for parking. And so if you come over and decide that you're going to be driving, you don't really have to worry about where you're going to park your car. Okay. And one thing that I liked about this particular apartment building is the fact that, like I said, it's down the street on Collins Avenue. It has a church down the road, and then it also has some other medical facilities on the same street. This particular apartment also didn't have a name, and so if I had to name it, I would call it the Collins Avenue apartment complex, but it did not have a name, and so I would have to get contact information. I'll probably leave it down below in the description box if I can get the contact for that particular apartment. Okay, so the next apartment that we're going to do a little drive-by on is the Hilltop apartment complex. This one actually had a name, and so it's this yellow building that you see here. Okay, and this one is another sort of large complex that you see with multiple units. I do know that they have these units for sale, so if there's anyone that wants to buy a condo, they have it on sale for about a little over $200 and something thousand. In terms of renting, I don't have full details, and honestly, I tried looking, I tried searching. There was no contacts for this particular unit. You may ask, well, what's the point of showing us these units if there is no contact information or no names to even look for the apartments? That's a very good question. But the thing is, these apartments are all, like I said, in the vicinity of both hospitals, and this is where most foreigners come and they live and they stay. So you'll find Jamaicans, Filipinos, Indians staying here in these apartments because it's close to their working facility and the street is somewhat walkable. And so this is why they choose to live in these areas. You may have to knock on the door hoping that someone answers and say, hey, I need to find the landlord, can you give me the contact? So even if that's what it takes, we may just have to do that. But that is why I decided to start off this particular video with showing you guys these apartments. So the third building that you're looking at now is this pink colored building, and it's called the Colonial House. And this apartment, this one was a bit nice. They look like they were in process of renovating and switching out the windows to something more modern. And so, like I said, wasn't able to go inside of the unit, but from the outside it looked pretty decent. And this was actually somewhat across the street from the last apartment that you just saw, that yellow building. And so yeah, they're very close in proximity. Now, the next building is literally across from the PMH hospital. This building actually has a security gate, so you have to probably press the button to get inside. And so I would say that this apartment is a bit more secured. I wasn't even able to go inside of the parking lot. I don't have any details in terms of pricing or how many bedrooms or anything that they may have in this building. This building didn't even have a name to say even try and research. This was just to start a video, just to give you guys an idea of how the apartments look. Like I said, these are multiple unit buildings. And so if you want something that's sort of like standing alone, a duplex or a triplex, then we do have those available too. And so if you're not someone that wants to be like, you know, where everyone is, then that's fine. Then the duplex or the triplex may be better for you because it's only like 2 or 3 units in the yard. Okay, so it's much smaller. Hopefully in my next video we'll be able to do some touring of those standalone buildings, and I may or may not be able to go inside and actually do an apartment tour for you guys. I'll just have to see. It depends on how the views of the videos are going, how the likes and the comments are going, to see if I really want to go and put that time forth to, you know, do these videos if you guys aren't watching. But the other thing too is that by the time as you guys get over here, a lot of these buildings and apartments may or may not be vacant, may or may not be occupied. And so I figured, you know, I don't want to go through all of that to tour the inside of these apartments when you aren't even here yet. Whether you like or dislike the outer appearance of the apartments that I showed, you know, be nice, but you can leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought. And once again, text a friend, share the video with a friend. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.